delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks!
Welcome, everybody, to the Dr. Delay Sports Network, where we've got some more NL Central baseball as the Milwaukee Brewers head on over to Cincinnati. They're on to Cincinnati to take on the Cincinnati Reds. The Brewers 46-29, the Reds 37-39. Believe it or not, of course, the Reds still very much in it. Look at this. The Reds only 2.5 games back of a wild card spot. A lot of teams still alive in the National League. Just a very competitive league. Some would say that they're the best league in MLB. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well in your neck of the woods as we are about ready for some baseball. And I am aware, I know, I just remembered literally a few minutes ago that I did not change that. I will change that as soon as I can. As we're about underway, first pitch is in there for a called strike. So we're underway at the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, where Christian Yelich is leading off for the Brewers. He's batting .269, OPS of .762, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs, breaking ball downstairs, and it's 1-1. So again, I will work on that scroll while I can. This is going to be annoying. Singer sets and fires. That's going to be upstairs, 2-1. Just unbelievable. I can't believe I did that. That'll be... There's the 2-1. That's in there for a called strike 2-2. And I did not spell Milwaukee right. I know. I never claimed to be a professional. This is horrible. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Yelich goes down swinging. And there's one away. That's good. All right, we'll just stick with that for now. Okay. Get that over there. Get that over here. Jackson Chourio takes a pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1. All right, Jackson Chourio's batting .301, OPS of .894, 10 homers and 30 RBIs. Again, welcome on in, everybody. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out for this non-Pirates game. The 0-1, that's going to be down and away, 1-1 to Chourio. Here's the starting lineup for the Brewers. Yelich going to be leading things off. He already did. Chourio's at the plate now. Turang's going to be batting third. William Contreras, Jake Bowers, Garrett Mitchell, Sal Frelick, Joey Ortiz, David Hamilton. That rounds out your Milwaukee Brewers tonight, as that's in there for a called strike. And it is 1-2. 1-2 count. Singer readies as he kicks and fires. That's going to be skied. Is this an opportunity for Suarez? Suarez is under it, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. I just realized that is still on. And that is actually not on. Okay, we're good. We're now ready to go. No more goof-ups from here on out. As Bryce Turang is at the plate batting .259. OPS of .823, 11 home runs, 47 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's going to be a sinker away, ball 1. Music's on. Yeah, I know. Dang. Everything is just jank. I have so many buttons. I got to clean it up eventually. Here's the 1-0 to Turang. That's in there for a called strike. 101, 84 on the slider. Backdoored him. But yes, Jeff, appreciate you for tuning in. Denny, Orville, Chris, Scott, Nick, Turkey, Ricky, Sam, Magic Man, thank you guys all for hanging out, as that's downstairs, missing 2-1. 84 on the slider. What else we got here tonight? Scott, appreciate you, man. Burley, good to see you. Thank you for tuning in earlier. The 2-1 to Turang. That misses off the plate there again, trying to backdoor him with the slider. But it's 3-1 to Bryce Turang. And for those of you wondering about the World Cup, you did not miss much. That was not a great call by me, not a great performance by anybody. Unless, unless you were Lionel Messi, who scored both goals in that game. Argentina would win 2-0. Count is full to Turang. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. We'll just do woohoos for both teams. We will be a neutral party. So 1-2-3 go the Brewers. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, 0-0 in Cincinnati. Here's your starting lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be Blake Dunn leading off for the, the Cincinnati Reds. I apologize. Cincinnati Reds lineup. Blake Dunn leading off. Then it's going to be J.J. Bleday, Sal Stewart, Nathaniel Lowe, Spencer Steer, Eugenio Suarez, Noel V. Marte, Tyler Stevenson, and Matt McClain. And Magic Man is just completely wrong. Couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, that is my bare skin underneath this shirt. But again, I showed you the wild card standings. The Reds, again, only 2.5 back. Of course, the Brewers definitely don't have to worry about the wild card, as they have a nice little lead against the Cardinals. 5 games above the Cardinals. Brewers 46-29. Looking really, really good. And, of course, the Reds in the bottom of the NL Central. But, hey, again, they're not too bad. I know the stats aren't quite with them, but all they do is win. They took 2 or 3 from the Yankees. It's not really that impressive when you really think about it. But, hey, winning a series is pretty impressive regardless. I'm just kidding. Of course, giving Orville a hard time. But there you go. Again, the stats. It looks very one-sided. Look at that, Milwaukee. It's just all the green, all of them top 10 in runs allowed, team OPS, team ERA, and then fielding. And then for the Reds, again, just a lot of red and then a yellow. But hey, you know what? They're around 500. All right, we're working our way back here to Cincinnati. where, again, Blake Dunn's going to be leading off for the Reds. Spanning 289 OPS of 748, 2 homers and 5 RBIs on the year. Brandon Woodruff is going to be starting for the Brewers. He's 2-1, 3.60 ERA, whip of a 1.03. First game since April 30th. As Woodruff kicks and delivers, that's going to be in the dirt with the sinker, and it's 1-0. Get the bats going, Reds. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. The Brewers, of course, will be the favorite today. 1-0 count. Woodruff sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a four-seam fastball away. 2-0, 91 on the fastball. Great play-by-play with the Austria match. I disagree, Brian, but I do appreciate it, though. 2-0, Woodruff readies. Sets and delivers. That's going to be downstairs. 3-0, 89 on the fastball. Woodruff has been around for a while. Was a really, really good pitcher for many years. Woodruff kicks and delivers. That's going to be a get-me-over fastball at 89, and it's 3-1. Who should we root for in the series? I mean, it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess the Brewers. I mean, I feel like the division's kind of settled, as that's going to be sent out to right center field. And that's going to be caught for out number 1 by Garrett Mitchell. All right, that'll bring up J.J. Bleday. He's batting .254, OPS of 904, 13 home runs, and 35 RBIs on the season. I see Woodruff back. Yep. Looking forward to the U.S. versus Turkey match. Yeah, again, that could very well be my last soccer match. Woodruff delivers. That's going to be a fastball away. 89 again on the fastball. And it's 1-0 to Bleday. An OPS of 904 is very impressive. Has appeared in 48 games thus far. As Woodruff sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be downstairs with the cutter. 2-0. Thank you, Magic Man. Appreciate it. Evening all. How's it going, back road? Bad juju, root for an injury. That is true. Yeah, I'm not going to be pulling for that. Here's the 2-0. That's downstairs. 3-0. 3-0 to Bleday. Woodruff again, his first start since April 30th. And a little bit rough to start this one. 3-0. Woodruff rocks and fires. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. 3-1. So that Pat Murphy's daughter is married to ex-Pirate Pedro Alvarez. I did not know that. I did not know that at all. 3-1. Woodruff readies. Begins the windup, the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back, and it's 3-2, 90 again on the fastball. So far, it's really been fastball and cutter. Haven't really seen much else. Tempted to root for the Brewers because the Reds are closing in, yeah. Handle those named on the fly and call. Again, thank you, Magic Man. It was tough. It was really tough. And, yeah, like I said, probably one more game, and that is it. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! So there you go. That is out number 2. And that'll bring up Sal Stewart, batting .252, OPS of 799, 14 home runs, and 53 RBIs on the season. Again, thank you for the 2 subs.
Excellent. Excellent.
There we go. Very excellent indeed. As the powerful Sal Stewart is at the plate. 53 RBIs. That's actually the most by rookies so far. Again, 8 more by the to the next guy in the list, which I would not know. Not know who that would be. 1-0 count to Stewart. Woodruff begins his windup. Kicks and fires. That's going to be in there for a call strike. 91 on the sinker. 1-1 to Stewart. And Brian, appreciate you, man, for hanging out. One and one, the pitch. That misses upstairs. 2-1. There are secret Brewers fans everywhere. I don't think so. I'd rather cheer for a team that wins in the playoffs, personally. That's why it's been miserable being a Steeler fan lately. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be sent out to left center field. Running is Chourio, but it looks like it's going to be Mitchell that calls off Chourio to make the catch for out number 3. And the inning is over. All right, 1, 2, 3 go the Reds as well as we go to the top of the second inning, 0-0 in Cincinnati. All right, William Contreras will be leading off for the Brewers. He'll be followed by Jake Bauers and Garrett Mitchell. I do want to note that this is not the official font, by the way. It's just the font that I'm going to use for non-Pirate games, or at least the other set of slides that I have. I have a separate slides for the Pirates and then whatever team they're playing against. And then, of course, I'm doing doubleheader, rather than delete everything and, do all that for the next day, I just went ahead and made 2 slides for that. So there we go. That's just a heads up. Just a heads up. That I do like the other font. This one, it's not too bad. This actually caught my eye. But anyway, there you go. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Good to call some baseball. Good to call some non-Pirate. It's just really good to call some non-Pirates games because obviously it can be very stressful. Obviously. Brian, very happy to cheer for the Reds. So remember his meltdown during that Pirate game. I don't remember that. How's it going, Tron? Welcome on in. Good to see you. It's very low, yes. 26 subs away from 9,500 helping. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Need that Jake Bauers home run. All right, we'll see what happens for you, man. Pulling for you. So hope you have your emojis back. Yeah, I don't know what was up with the iPhones and Apple. That was kind of weird. That was a little odd. But of course, again, I'll be back tomorrow for some more Pirates coverage. Pirates and the Mariners. That's going to be at 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central. And of course, again, we're trying to keep busy here and calling some non-Pirate games on non-Pirate days when they're off. No problem, Jeff. No problem. And yes, we'll always remember Goku, of course. So that's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. 92 on the sinker. William Contreras at the plate, spanning 299, OPS of 775, 7 home runs, 46 RBIs. The pitch. And that misses off the plate as well. 2-0 there on the sinker. And I will be honest with you, William Contreras is really just, watching him since last year. Really, again, that's when I really started watching a lot of baseball because of this, of course. He's become one of my favorite players, not going to lie. So that's going to be in the dirt. 3-0. Just a really intelligent catcher. And really smooth with it behind home plate. And, of course, again, hits very well as well. 3-0 count. Singer rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 92 on the sinker. 3-1 to Contreras. Oh, yes, that's right, Brian. That is correct. Yes, Stewart. Yeah, that was crazy. That's going to be downstairs. Ball 4. So Contreras draws the walk. And that is the first base run of the day for either team. And that'll bring up Jake Bauers, who Tron needs to go yard. He's batting .270, OPS of 869, 13 homers, and 46 RBIs. Goes Seattle. Tech pulling for Seattle. That is crazy stuff. 20 likes to 50. Appreciate it, guys. Already matching the World Cup likes. That should tell you how that stream went. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike going 1. Full-time job, yes. Now it is. Now it is. It has become that. Yeah, it's doing all right again. Still a long way to go before it's really, realistically something I can live off of. But making ends meet with the money that was set aside and saved. 1-1 count to Bauers. Runner on first, nobody out. Singer sets, kicks, and fires. Fastball upstairs, missing. And it's 2-1, 91 on said fastball. Allergy thing happened a lot of channels. That's weird. Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, Ellie's a very popular player. The 2-1 just misses there with the slider. Trying to backdoor him. 3-1. to Jake Bowers. YouTube got I don't know about the YouTube update. I didn't even know there was one, to be honest. Singer sets and fires. That misses off the plate. Ball 4, so back-to-back walks just like that. Singer went 1, 2, 3 in the first inning, got a couple of strikeouts, and then, of course, he opens up with a couple of walks. That'll bring up Garrett Mitchell's batting .248, OPS of .753, 5 homers and 34 RBIs on the season. Wild Bill is awesome, great working with pitchers. Yeah, I don't know. He'd make the Pirates so much better. So that's going to be off the plate, ball 1. So Singer just can't flat out. He just can't hit the strike zone at the moment. One and 0 count. Singer looks back the pitch. And that misses off the plate again with the sinker. 2-0, and Singer just flat out doesn't know where the plate is. He thinks it's in the left-handed batter's box because that's really where everything's going. So his release is definitely off. As it's 2-0 to Mitchell. The pitch, and that misses off the plate again. 3-0 to Mitchell. Singer entered today with a 5.32 ERA. And definitely not trending in the right direction so far. As here's the 3-0 right down the middle. 3-1, and the Reds fans sarcastically cheer for Singer to get it going. Need Blade to have a day if you can arrange it. I guess so. I'll see what I can do. The 3-1, and that's going to be chopped foul. That would have been ball 4, but Mitchell in swing mode, and the count is now full. Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. We should do an MLB tier list or rank every team. And tank every team? I should tank every team but the Pirates. That's what I should do. The 3-2. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Well, there you go. That's his third strikeout. It's a backwards K for Singer. And there's one down. That was a huge out. Because, again, Singer putting himself in some trouble here. Sinker, backdoor, caught the inside part of the plate. And Sal Frelick will step up. He is batting .235, OPS of .627, 3 homers and 29 RBIs. The pitch is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Just randomly started working for people. I guess so. The 0-1, that's going to be a chopper back to Singer. Singer looks over at second, but underhands it to first for out number 2. Singer playing it safe. Not the worst decision at all. Frelick, of course, moves both runners into scoring position. As Joey Ortiz will step up. He's batting .206, OPS of .552. 1 home run and 14 RBIs on the season. More, again, he's just more known for his glove. Just not really the best hitter, but, of course, he's gotten hits before. Can he do it here? The pitch. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. 90 on the sinker. It's 0-1 to Joey Ortiz. Should be noted that, of course, both teams wearing their, colorful uniforms. The Reds are wearing red, and the Brewers in blue. The 0-1, that's in the dirt. 1-1. We're seeing less and less of teams wearing, their traditional white and gray. I don't know. I feel like it's just an interesting note that some of these teams are just slowly moving away from that. 1-1 count. Singer looks back at second. The pitch, and that's going to ground ball up the middle. The second baseman low with it. Throws to first for out number 3. Pardon me, that was steering it to first, and Singer gets out of it. So leadoff walks lead to nowhere as we go to the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Due up for the Reds will be Nathaniel Lowe, Spencer Steer, and Eugenio Suarez. I should do member picks for the NFL this year. I can link you a website to do it for free before the season starts. You should do member picks for the NFL this year. What does that mean? I guess I'll have to have you elaborate on that. I'm impressed with the Pirates. I was getting concerned when Cruz got hurt, but they're still 500. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, Pirates are fine. I mean, I don't know. I know Pirates fans hate the Pirates. I get it. But the Pirates are legit fine. Their offense is fine. Now, again, obviously they've struggled as of late. But you know, they're once they get Griffin and Cruz back, they'll be firing on all cylinders. Again, it's just a matter if they can make some moves for the pitching. They don't need anybody flashy. They just need to improve what they have. And they just need to get some MLB players. That's really all they need, because their bullpen is littered with some AAA guys. And they gotta get some MLB guys. That's all they gotta do. It shouldn't cost them an arm and a leg at all, unless you want to go for the big guns like Chapman or whatnot. But yeah, I think the Pirates are fine. It's just a lot of negativity. I mean, again, look at it. With how bad the Pirates are playing, they're still a game and a half away from the wild card. And of course, again, just showing you the NL standings. The Brewers standing on top of the NL Central, leading by 5 games against to the Cardinals. I don't think many people had the Cardinals at 41-34, and yet there they are. And a brief look here at the AL standings. Really, the Yankees and the Rays. Only 4 teams at 40 wins. And the NL East has 4 teams by themselves, 7. That's 8. All right, we're back in action as Woodruff delivers to Lowe. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. Nathaniel Lowe's batting .257, OPS of .836, 9 home runs, and 25 RBIs on the season. 1-0 to Lowe, the pitch. And that misses inside with the changeup at 2-0. That was at 80 miles an hour. The color scheme jersey I like is the White Sox, Chicago Bulls colors. I have not seen that. Spencer Steer. Yeah, Spencer Steer's not too bad. The 2-0 to Lowe. That's going to be fouled back. 90 on the fastball. And it's 2-1. Let's go Reds. You would not trust Chapman in a must-win scenario. I don't know. He seems to be doing fine. But, like I said, you know, that would cost a lot more. 2-1 count. Woodruff kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 92 on the fastball. That's definitely his fastest pitch of the night. Evens the count there to Lowe. Brandon Lowe, Nathaniel Lowe. Spelled the same but pronounced differently. 2-2. Woodruff delivers. That's just below the knees at 3-2. That was a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. How's it going, Jay? Welcome on in. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Brian. I really do. 3-2 to Lowe, the pitch. Called strike 3, struck him out. Woo-hoo! Backwards K for Woodruff. That's his second strikeout of the game. And there's 1 out. And that'll bring up Spencer Steers, batting .240, OPS of .752, 12 home runs and 31 RBIs. Brewers leaving runners on base is a bad habit they picked up a month ago. It's definitely an issue. You sound like the Pirates. You sound like the Pirate fans. I guess everyone thinks that everyone leaves runners in scoring position. Yeah. Yep. And yet the Pirates and the Brewers put up a lot of runs. It's crazy. I'm not critiquing you, Magic Man, by the way. It's just insane what I have to go through on a daily basis. The 0-1 is Steer. That's upstairs 1-1. Saw a guy on Facebook, of course. It's always Facebook. And this chat sometimes. As Woodruff readies on the 1-1. Rocks and fires, misses with the fastball 2-1. But the guy was like, "Yeah, man, look at this. The Pirates are, have the most hits in baseball." Apparently, that's true. Apparently, before today, they are number 1 in hits. I did not know that. And he's like, "Well, but they're 27th in runners in scoring position, so clearly the offense is a problem." As that's going to be fouled back 2-2. Then, of course, took me 10 seconds to get the information I needed, and then I responded with, well, the Pirates are 5th in runs, so I don't really think the offense is the problem. Just, I don't know. I just cannot see, I don't know. I just don't see anything. No logic, no nothing. 2-2. Woodruff delivers. That's fouled back. That go off of Contreras? I guess not. He seems to be fine. Still 2-2 to Steer. Oh, your favorite broadcaster? Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Woodruff readies on the 2-2. Rocks and fires. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Froze him with the changeup on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts. Back-to-back. Backwards Ks. And there's 2 away. And Eugenio Suarez will be at the plate batting .208, OPS of 633, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. Get Woodruff back. Yeah, Woodruff not too bad at all. Definitely doesn't have the velocity anymore, but hey, that doesn't seem to matter right now as Suarez sends this to center field. Mitchell is backing up. He's just shy of the track, under it, and makes the catch for out number 3. Well, 1-2-3 go the Reds as we go to the top of the third. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Thank you for the sub. I really do appreciate it. Due up for the Brewers going to be David Hamilton, Christian Yelich, and Jackson Chourio. So there you go, your 9-1-2 hitters for the Brewers. Leave a lot on base, yeah. It happens to everybody. Pirates need a better bullpen. Oh, yes. Even without Griffin and Cruz, the Pirates' offense is dangerous. Oh, for sure. Again, they clearly missed the speed. That's the thing, they don't steal as many bases now because those 2 are gone, and they can't. But knocking in a little bit less, I feel like just because of the speed. If they're on base, they can turn a single into a double, or if they're standing on first, they can always they're a threat to score. So definitely feel it. So whenever they're back, the offense is going to be even better. Still wish they would convert Bubba to a closer. He's usually okay until the second time through the lineup. Oh, he's playing better as of late. I do like where he's trending, but I hear you. So sad to hear a bad stat about the Pirates that in the last 50 years they're only team. Yeah, okay, I saw that. I saw that so many times. Oh my gosh, Pirate fans just had to share it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And over and over and over and over and over. I saw it so many times. Yeah, no, it's rough. You're right, but it happens. It doesn't happen often, but I don't know what you expect. The Pirates didn't spend a lot of money, so I'm very happy with where they are. If I told most Pirate fans that, hey, you're going to be 500 78 games through before the season started, they would all be happy, but unfortunately, they can't seem to think that. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. 94-76.
Excellent.
That is very excellent. So thank you very much. As the first pitch is going to be bunted foul. 0-1 to David Hamilton, who was batting .236, OPS of 643, 3 home runs and 12 RBIs on the season. And of course, again, Brewers fans, Reds fans. I'm a Pirates fan. I don't normally call the Pirates. But the Pirates are obviously off today, so I try to find an NL Central team. It's always a good thing when 2 of them are playing, because that's almost a guarantee that I'll cover it. But here's the 0-1 to Hamilton. That's going to be downstairs, and it's 1-1 to Hamilton. But anywho, I'll be seeing the Reds, of course, this weekend, so I'll see the Reds fans pretty soon. Brewers fans, we got you guys coming to town right before the All-Star break, as that's a slider on the back corner there. Nice pitch there. 1-2 to Hamilton. So make sure to sub again. I will probably see you sooner rather than later. 1-2 to Hamilton. Singer delivers. That's going to be popped foul. Still 1-2 to Hamilton. I don't understand why Connor isn't back yet as DH. I hear you. I don't understand either. Russell pulling for the Reds. The 1-2 to Hamilton. Sinker away. 90 on the said sinker. 2-2. Egg Bowl champ, appreciate you for the 2 joules, man. Or well, send 100 for 2 joules. I have no idea. Well, appreciate you the 2 joules. Okay, I see it. Thank you, man. As that's a chopper foul. I'll do it again. Regardless, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Multiple broken bones in his hand. Oh, man. Yeah, Cruz is going to be out for a while there, Ricky. The 2-2 misses with the sweeper. 3-2. Just missed it with the backdoor attempt. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Look at that.
Excellent.
Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Here's the 3-2. And the sinker's found back. Singer, by the way, 44 pitches here in the top of the third. Nobody outs, nobody on for the Brewers. Brewers have the lone base runners today, but of course there's nobody that has recorded a hit, as that's a ground ball to short. It was actually a liner, a low liner that's caught for outs. Number 1, McLean was all over it. And there's one away. That'll flip the lineup over for the Brewers, and Christian Yelich is at the plate. He struck out in his first appearance. Singer again with 3 strikeouts. Here's the pitch, and that's a cutter on the outside corner for a called strike. It was an 86-mile-per-hour cutter. 0-1 to Yelich. Singer delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 81 on the sweeper. The Bucks, we have the I was going to say Seattle, or the Seahawks. But it's the Mariners and the Reds, as that's going to be chopped to second. Steer with it, throws to first, and Yelich is out by a couple of steps for outs number 2. And that'll bring up Jackson Chourio. Entered today, batting over 300, as he is 0 for 1 in this one. Again, very impressive during June. OPS of 1091. He's batting 337 since June 1st. 8 home runs as well, so he's looking like Brian Reynolds at the plate as he swings and misses strike 1. Not looking like Brian Reynolds there, but has been very good in June. 0-1 to Chourio. That's going to be, well, it's in there, but not called a strike. Did not get the call. 1-1 to Chourio. 91 on the sinker on the top outside corner. 1-1 Singer rocks and fires. That is tapped foul. And it's 1-2 to Chourio. See him in a while. Yep, hopefully next month. Hopefully after the All-Star break. 1-2 to Chourio. Just misses with the sinker. 2-2 below the zone there. Singer at 52 pitches. As he readies and delivers. That is going to be chopped off his foot. Still 2-2. A lot of delays. I know the I don't know if the Cubs and Mets was postponed. I know that was a delay earlier. Oh, it is postponed, so man. And then yeah, the Phillies and the Nationals is in a delay. 2-2 to Chourio. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! All right. Well, Singer with 4 strikeouts. Looking pretty good as we go to the bottom of the third. 0-0 in Cincinnati. 10 likes for 55. There we go. Jackson's very fast bat speed. Jackson's really good. Jackson, there's a lot to really like about the Brewers. I mean, again, Contreras, I really like him. Of course, Christian Yelich has been really good for a while. I mean, he had a few years there where he kind of slumped. Returned to form last year. And I think he's still working his way back from injury, right? Christian Yelich, he's still kind of in the flow of things. I know he's a pirate killer regardless. But yeah, Chourio, really good young talent as well. Bryce Terang's really good. Just a lot of stuff on the Brewers. If you're a Brewers fan, you really got to like the team. 2 up for the Reds. Going to be Noelvi Marte, Tyler Stevenson, and Matt McLean. So there you go. And again, thank you guys for hanging out today for the non-Pirates game. Of course, I'm sure there's plenty of Brewers fans and Reds fans here, so I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me for this one. Again, this is what I do. I call games. Of course, it's mostly for the Pirates. I do bounce around. We're going to start doing that again. I kind of took some time off. Really was just Pirates for a good bit. But we're going to slowly work that back in. And, of course, after the All-Star break, that is really when we're going to start hammering the double headers. And, of course, focusing in on teams that are in the playoff race. And, of course, that features both of these teams here tonight. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. It is free, $0, 0 cents. So there you go. And, of course, tomorrow, Pirates-Mariners, 6:40 Eastern, for those interested. And we'll go over the scores at the end of the third inning. So Noelvi Marte is going to be up to the plate here in the bottom to lead off in the bottom of the third. He's batting .225, OPS of 684, 3 homers, and 4 RBIs on the season. The pitch, as that's going to be hit to left. Oh, and it's caught by Hamilton. That was a screamer down the left field line, but no, sir. Hamilton all over it. 1 out. Oh, that was hit well. That's a perfect. That finds a glove. That happens to me quite a bit. A little too much, if you ask me. Tyler Stevenson at the plate, batting .211, OPS of 645, 6 homers, 22 RBIs on the season. As he will dig in. How's it going, Pittsburgh Steel Town Girl? Welcome on in. If you could get any veteran catcher, Doc, who would you want? Here's the pitch. Stevenson sends this to left field. He's backing up. He's at the track under it, though, and makes the catch for a loud out number 2. Stevenson just can't believe it. He just missed it. So very quickly, 2 outs. And that'll bring up Matt McLean's batting .204, OPS of 664, 8 homers, 25 RBIs. I don't know. I mean, I'd like William Contreras. I don't really know if you can consider him a vet. I mean, yeah, he's a veteran, but, like, you know, not, like, experienced. I mean, I guess JT Realmuto, because he's really good and knows what the pitcher's strengths are. That's going to be in there for a call strike 0-1. Now, the Pirates apparently, again, made an offer to JT. Of course, he elected to re-sign with the Phillies after the Mets swooped in on Bo Bichette. The 0-1 to McLean, and that's going to be popped up. This is playable. Contreras is running, and oh, it drops in between Contreras and Bowers. They both went full speed ahead, but then they kind of slowed up when they saw each other about to take each other out. And McLean is granted new life. It's 0-2. Brewers' formula is to have the best farm system, develop players, and play small ball. That's not a bad strategy at all. Let's go on. Braden, welcome on in. Let's go, Reds. Appreciate you, Braden, for tuning in. Right now, of course, it's 0-0. Milwaukee and Cincinnati. 0-2 count as Woodruff readies. And begins his windup. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woodruff now with 4 strikeouts. As we go to the top of the 4th, 0-0 in Cincinnati. Very fast-moving game so far. Home run derby, probably. I still need to work out how I'm going to be doing that, how visually like it'll look on your screen. But again, appreciate your magic, man. I appreciate it. Let's try to figure out this pitcher. I don't know, maybe. Mets are having some buyer's remorse. Yeah, Bichette does not look good in New York. All right, the Tigers leading 5-1 over the Yankees. The Royals leading 2-0 over the Rays. Rangers leading 2-0 over the Marlins. Astros and the Blue Jays 1-1. Dodgers leading 1-1 or 1-0 over the Twins. Pardon me. Indians and the White Sox 0-0 there in Chicago, and the Diamondbacks Cardinals 0-0 there. It's still a delay with Philadelphia and Washington, and Chicago and the Mets have been postponed. And then Detroit, yes, they are leading over the Yankees 5-1. I don't know if I said that or not. Wanted to make sure I get all the scores. That's all it is. Nothing personal. Nothing personal at all. Don't even know why I'm saying that part. You'll be there. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, got to figure out how I'm going to like visually have it because there's not going to be that. I don't think so. I doubt it. I hope so. That would make things a lot easier. I don't think that's going to be available. So I need to figure out. Yeah, I just need to figure out how to make it look good. It just might be me. That's what's going to be kind of a bummer. I don't remember what I have. Full screen. Yeah, it just might be me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, due up for the Brewers in the top of the fourth. It's going to be Bryce Terang, William Contreras, and Jake Bauers. All right, first pitch is going to be in there for a called strike as underway in the top of the fourth. Terang struck out in his first appearance. Again, Singer like Woodruff, each with 4 strikeouts. Singer delivers. That's going to be popped up, and that'll get out of play. It's 0-2. 91 on the sinker. Let's go, Jacob. Welcome on in. It's been a minute. Oh, yeah, you're good, man. Welcome on in. 0-2 to Terang. Singer readies, kicks, and deals. And that's going to be hit. Oh, and it's off the first baseman. I believe that's Stewart. The right fielder's running. Terang's still running. Marte throws it in, and the ball gets away, but then it's trapped there by McLean. And that's going to be, I believe, a double. It did go off of Stewart, so maybe it's an error. But for the moment, I'm going to put a double. Until further notice, I'll just put a small double there. Yeah, it looked like Stewart was going to make the play, and Stewart just, I don't know. I don't know if he got scared. It looked like he got scared. Misplayed the backhand there and kind of fell away from the ball. Just like that, the Brewers in scoring position with William Contreras at the plate. The pitch, that's going to be sent to right. Marte is under it, makes the catch, throws it to third, and Terang will have to retreat back to second. Or stay at second, I should say, off a really good throw. So 1 out is recorded. And that'll bring up Jake Bauers, who walked in his first appearance. That's why if it's just you, can't even hear without Netflix. I guess that's fair. Mott Hill training camp, yep. Yep, definitely getting closer. Again, 79 days until football season. Here is the pitch. Checks his swing. Does he go? And he did not. 1-0 to Bauers. Bauers with 13 home runs on the season. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 1-1. Nice pitch at the knees there. One and 1 count. Singer looks back at second, trying to keep an eye there on Terang. The pitch. Backdoored him. Does not get the call. Stevenson's going to challenge, and that's a good challenge. That is a really good pitch. Singer's missed it a few times, but he also has frozen these Brewer hitters. There it is, just getting it half the baseball over the plate, and it's gonna be 1-2. Stevenson apparently challenges at a correctly challenges at a 70% clip. That is just insane compared to the Pirates, especially. That is amazing. Stevenson, one of the best in business at the ABS. As that's going to be scooped to shallow center field. McLean's backing up. McLean makes the catch for out number 2. Floats it back to second. Where Terang is chilling. So 2 outs, and Garrett Mitchell is at the plate. He struck out looking in his first appearance. Be crazy if Mason doesn't make the roster. Mason. Oh, Mason Rudolph. Oh, yeah, I can see it. I can see him not being there. Singer delivers. That's going to be sent out to center field. Looks like that is done underneath it and makes the catch. So the leadoff double leads to nothing as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Doing up for the Reds will be Blake Dunn, J.J. Bleday, and Sal Stewart. Again, the Reds have not gotten on base at all. No more of that, Stewart. Yeah, just draw a baseball field on a whiteboard and draw the flight path. That would be pretty funny. Yeah, that would be great, honestly. That, I don't know. That would probably not look good. Just envisioning a whiteboard. Of course, it's going to pop more than this. But I imagine, I don't know. It's kind of the, yeah. That's funny. Just have it. Like, there's a drive to left. And you can just, I don't know. That would be pretty wild. I'll have to think about that. That's pretty good. Just do the typical cookie cutter. Draw a cookie cutter cut out of a baseball field. Wasting a leadoff double. Yeah, sounds like the Pirates. 17 likes for 70. Make sure to leave a like, folks. Again, what likes do is push out the channel to more and more potential viewers trying to catch the game. And, of course, tells YouTube that, hey, the small-time channel is doing an all right job. So if you agree, make sure to let YouTube know. And it just, again, all it does is help small channels out a lot. Really, and it helps out big channels, obviously, because they're going to get the likes regardless. But, again, it really helps small channels as I'm trying to build something special here. Again, a brief look here at the National League standings. Again, the Brewers on top of the NL Central. The Reds on the bottom. But, hey, again, they're still not over. Only 2.5 back from the last spot. Of course, again, a head-to-head, it really is one-sided, but again, you never know. On any given day, anything could happen. That is baseball. All right, we are back in action. It's going to be Blake Dunn at the plate. Pulls back the butt. And it's ball one. 75 on the curveball. Again, Woodruff hasn't really thrown much other than a fastball cutter combination. That has really been his 2 pitches here today. He's done again 0 for 1. But it's a 1-0 count to Dunn. Woodruff delivers. Fastball upstairs 2-0. 92 on the fastballs. Ellie hurt? I'm actually not too sure. Ellie will be back this week. Oh, okay, there you go. Might be back this series, maybe. Here's the 2-0. And that's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. 2-1. Appreciate you, Nick, for hanging out. 2-1 count. Woodruff readies. Begins his windup. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be fouled off the umpire. The umpire seems to be fine. And it's 2-0. Or 2-2, pardon me. 2-2 to Dunn. Brian Mitch, appreciate you, man, for hanging out. How's it going? Sam B, how's it going? Welcome on in. Got 2 Sams here tonight. 2 Bryans, 2 Sams. The 2-2, and that's going to be hit to second, and it's caught by Terang for out number 1. Woodruff has opened up, retiring the first 10 Reds. That'll bring up J.J. Bleday, who struck out in his first appearance. Ricky's going to guarantee Mason Rudolph will be on the Steelers roster. Interesting. Woodruff readies, begins his windup. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. A rare curveball from Woodruff. 0-1 career versus the Reds. Woodruff with a 3.48 ERA. 106 strikeouts in 13 starts. Well, 15 games. Very impressive, as that's going to be fouled back. It's 0-2 to Bleday. Remember, hit the like and subscribe. Like number Jack Lambert at 58. Appreciate it. Thank you, Trisk. Thank you very much. Wish you lived closer. Closer to the game, I'm assuming. Yeah, I definitely hear you. 0-2 count. Woodruff delivers a fastball upstairs. 1-2, 93 on the fastball. So maybe his velocity is just slowly ticking up as the game progresses. 1-2 to Bleday. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Took something off there with the changeup. And there's 2 away, and that'll bring up Sal Stewart. 0 for 1 in this one. Number Jack Ham. There we go. Number 59. How's it going, Russell? I think Howard is the only number 2 for camp preseason. Rudolph is 2 once the season starts. Yeah, disagree. We'll see. That's going to be in there for a called strike 0-1. Disagree. No, probably right, honest. I think Aller's probably going to be on the... I don't know. I just can't really see him on the practice squad because I feel like someone would sign him. Sign him off it. Here's the 0-1 to Stewart. That's going to be fouled back. It's 0-2. Apps charge you, streaming charges you, cable charges you, but you know what's free? Dr. Delay channel. So smash the like and subscribe for this free entertainment. Thank you very much, Match Community. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be ripped foul. Way out in front of the changeup, but good contact. 2 streams in 1 day instead of that's all right. Used to do it more often. I'm getting washed. I'm getting old. So you get the game on TV. Yeah, I hear you there. I hear you. 0-2. 1 drift readies. Rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled back. 0-2. I mean, if you're not in the area, if you're out of market, you can watch it on MLB TV. You'll miss some other games, but I'm sure you might be able to get it there. I'm not too sure what your situation is. 0-2 to Stewart. Woodruff rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Unbelievable. Woodruff with 6 strikeouts as we go to the top of the 5th. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Due up for the Brewers going to be Sal Frelick, Joey Ortiz, and David Hamilton. My guess is they showcase Howard during preseason and trade him before the deadline, unless Aller proves to be a total flop. He wears number 2. That's all I got to say. How many pitches will they let him throw today? Yeah, I don't know. It's a really good return. It's a really good return. Watching the game about listening to you and got synced up almost perfectly. There we go. Thank you, Jeff. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, it's nothing personal with Rudolph. He's just a bum. He's just not good. I've seen him for too long, and he's just not good. He's just not good at being a starting quarterback. And plus, he's taking shots at Ben. Not saying that Ben hasn't. Again, I don't think Ben took shots at Rudolph. He was just taking shots at the Steelers for, like, why are we drafting a quarterback? Like, yeah, does Ben really need to say that? No. I don't know. Rudolph can go kick rocks. Rudolph can go kick rocks. That's where I stand on Mason Rudolph. I do have sympathy for him, though. Again, he almost died on a football field. Really, the fact that Myles Garrett got away with attempted murder is insane. It is insane. Need to get there and farther by 6:30. That is true. Ideally, yes, we get to 9,500 by the end of this month. As the first pitch is going to be just missing there. I don't know really where it missed, but it is what it is. Sal Frelick at the plate, 0 for 1 in this one. 1-0 count. That's a sweeper in there on the inside corner for a called strike, 1-1. 82 on the sweeper. Don't want to pay? No, I understand. The 1-1 from Singer. Ooh, nice pitch there on the sinker. 1-2. A lot of movement on the sinker. Singer with the sinker. Really. It's a really nice pitch. 1-2 count. Singer readies, rocks and fires. That's going to be a sweeper in the dirt. 2-2. There to Frelick. Watching college baseball national championship. I heard that was a good series. And appreciate you, Chris. Thank you, guys. That sinker is way outside there, up and away. 3-2 to Frelick. I don't even know who that is, Michael. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, Michael, it's a sports channel. We try to keep it sports related here. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be fouled back. Oh, here. That was the sports related comment there. Anyway. If Mason is starting, yeah, no, I hear you. He saved Christmas. He did. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be sent out to left center field. Dunn calls him off and makes the catch, route number 1. Yeah, Mason played really good football those last 3 weeks. That is true. Best football he ever played. And then whenever we got to the playoffs, he played safe. He played conservative, like he was already setting up his other, trying to set up his next contract. So, no, he's a bum. Here's the pitch to Ortiz. That's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Yeah, he played so conservative, completely unlike the last 3 weeks of the season. 0-1 from Singer, as that's going to be hit. And what a snag by Suarez. Unbelievable. Ortiz smokes it down the third base line, but Suarez is all over it for out number 2. That is almost unfair. Ortiz, again, not really the best bat, but smokes it. But Suarez all over it. So 2 outs, and David Hamilton steps in, swings and misses for strike 1. Man, what a play by Suarez. 0-1 to Hamilton. Hope TJ can stay healthy. Yeah, no kidding. There's way more people in here. Yeah, no, trust me. Bruin, yeah, like I said, soccer is not going to do well. Like I said, probably one more game of soccer on the channels. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. Stevenson will challenge and will probably win. And, soccer's just not it for me. I'm just not good at it. And then there's really not much interest on the channel. So Stevenson wins the challenge, and it's 0-2 to Hamilton. The pitch. That misses just below with the slider, 1-2. Don't expect much from the team this year. Well, it's not a shock. How's it going, Daniel? Welcome on in. As that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Look at that. Singer is looking really good. It's a pitching duel here in Cincinnati as we go to the... I just had a brain fart here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th, 0-0 in Cincinnati. And thank you for the subs, by the way. I saw that. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Very excellent.
Excellent.
Low, Spencer Steer, and Eugenio Suarez. Are you saying that the WNBA is in a sport doc? Hey, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what I said. All I'm saying is trying to keep it sports related. You talk about the WNBA, that's my go-to response. You had to read between the lines, I suppose. Jeez. Oh. Anyway, DKPS had a great film breakdown on Graham's blitzes and disguises today. I think we are going to look like a completely different team than what we're used to. I think so as well. I did a little research on Graham, the defensive coordinator, and I was kind of impressed. Say Steelers and playoff in the same sentence. Just this guy.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. How's it going, Worthy? Appreciate you, man. Let's go, Reds. Nick, appreciate you, man, for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. So congrats to Cole, Snowman, Jack Sparrow. Look at that. Jack Sparrow's a... that's cool. Jack Sparrow's a sub to the channel. Josh Patterson and Scripter, congratulations, man. And W's in the chat for Nick. Thank you very much for your support of the channel. I really do appreciate that. I know you mentioned something yesterday. Again, it was not necessary, but like I said, I'm not going to exactly turn that down. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. But like I said, I was going to call this game regardless. All right, Nathaniel Lowe looks at a pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Lowe as Woodruff readies, rocks, and fires. That's in the dirt. 1-1 to Lowe. And yes, Matchman, you are correct. You think Aaron Rodgers will win another Super Bowl? Probably not, but I hope so. I honestly think they can make one good run. I really do. I think they can make a run if everything goes good. And that's a changeup in there for a called strike. 1-2 to Lowe. And Rodgers, again, looked really good for what he had to work with last year. I mean, absolutely some of the worst weapons I've ever seen on a professional football team. 1-2 count to Lowe as Woodruff kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up. And looks like Ortiz is running under it and makes the catch for out number 1. He has retired 13 straight batters. Again, I mean, the first 13 batters of the game. I mean, this is just... Hopefully we can get some hits and runs. Yeah, let's start with some hits there, Nick. Right now, not looking good. As Woodruff kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Very excellent. We're now 20 subs away from 9,500. Pardon me, 0-1 count as Woodruff is just on a tear right now. As he kicks and delivers. Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-2, 93 on the sinker. That was on the outside corner. Again, a good pitch. 0-2 to Steer. Woodruff readies. Begins his windup. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 93 above the zone. Way above the zone, and he still got him to chase. As Steer will steer himself to the dugout, and Eugenio Suarez will be at the plate. He is 0 for 1. Again, you're either 0 for 1 or 0 for 2 right now if you're a Red. Woodruff's return is just spectacular. So far, anyway. As Woodruff kicks and fires right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1, 92 on the fastball. Just going 98, first team out of the playoffs. Bear predictions. Very bold there, Bruin. Very bold. I feel like that's what everyone predicts. But I appreciate Bruin. I appreciate you, man, for hanging out with us today. As that misses outside. 1-1. Don't expect 0-0 in the 5th. It's a pitcher's duel. Both Woodruff and Singer pitching amazing today. I mean, that's just what it is. Good pitching. The pitch. Checks his swing. That's upstairs. 2-1, 93 on the fastball. Thinking 8-9, watching playoffs from the couch. I guess we'll channel in our 2025 Chiefs if that's the case. Though I think you guys were 7-10. Here's the 2-1. That misses with the cutter. 3-1. So Woodruff a little bit of danger here of allowing his first base runner. 3-1 count to Suarez. Suarez might be patient. As Woodruff begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's going to be popped up. That's going to be a foul ball. By the way, doesn't swing there. That is ball 4. Woodruff kicks and deals. That is fouled back once again. It's 3-2. Who over the Chiefs? Yeah, the Chiefs. Yeah. Bruin, a Chiefs fan, going to do wonders with Kenneth Walker. Yeah, no, the Chiefs got a really good running back. Kenneth Walker is a stud. 3-2. Woodruff readies, rocks, and fires. Popped up once again. A foul ball. Brewers lost Peralta. Quinn Priester, Great Stars are still able to fill their spots. Apparently so. Three and two. The 8th pitch of the at-bats is coming up. Woodruff kicks and delivers. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Backdoored him with the sinker. And that's a stinker for the Reds. As we go to the top of the 6th, 0-0 in Cincinnati. This game has only lasted an hour, and we're already in the 6th. Unbelievable. Both pitchers are just flat out amazing tonight. Singer has, again, only allowed 3 base runners, only 1 hit. And then, of course, Woodruff, he looks pretty darn good. I won't go over it out of respect for the Brewers fans here. All right, Royals 2, Rays 1, Tigers 5, Yankees 1. The Rangers lead 2-1 over the Marlins. The Astros and the Blue Jays 1-1. The Cardinals, Diamondbacks 0-0. Dodgers and the Twins 1-1. White Sox 1, Indians nothing. Phillies and Nationals just now got underway again. That was supposed to start about 2 hours ago, as they were in a delay. 0-0 there, and that is all. And of course, again, the Tigers over the Yankees 5-1. Just thought I'd throw that out there again, just in case you missed that one. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, of course, leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Right now we're at 68 likes. There's a chance we get to 100. Though this game is kind of flying by, so I don't really know if that happens. But again, trying to get to 100 if we can. Again, that just pushes out the stream to more potential viewers trying to catch the game. That's all it does. And of course, lets YouTube know that, hey, the small channel's not doing a bad job. So make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe for more sports on your YouTube feed. Christian Yelen's going to be leading things off for the Brewers. He'll be followed by Jackson Chourio and Bryce Terang. In action as Yelich again 0 for 2 on the day. So he'll try to figure out Singer, who readies, begins his quick windup. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Singer with the really just quick. I mean, he just steps back and immediately, as soon as he steps back, he's already lifting the leg. Like there's no stoppage at all. Here's the 0-1. That misses upstairs. 1-1, 85 on the cutter. And thank you guys, Ricky, Magic Man. Appreciate you guys for promoting there. Here's the 1-1 to Yelich. That's going to be a chopper to first. He slips. Still tossed to Singer for out number 1. Stewart with a rough day. But he has a big smile as he gets the job done for out number 1. Stewart moving to his right to field the ball. Turning and slipping and tossing all in one motion to Singer, who was right there at first. Oh my gosh. Doesn't matter how you do it, but hey, you got it. All right, that'll bring up Jackson Chourio's 0 for 2 today. World Series game started at 7 Eastern, still in the 3rd. Oh, wow. That is crazy. It is on ESPN, so they might be taking longer breaks. I could very much see that. ESPN will milk. They will milk those commercials. Like during college football, I'm not kidding, it's 4-minute commercials. I guarantee you. Half times are like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. For the NFL, I think it's the same, but even so, I feel like the commercials are a little bit longer on Monday Night Football. So that's in there for a called strike 0-1. 0-1 to Chourio. Singer, by the way, at 81 pitches, the pitch. And that just misses, though. It looks like Stevenson's going to challenge. This is close. If it catches the zone, it barely caught it. Stevenson, again, right 70% of the time. And just barely catches the zone. Stevenson knows ball. Stevenson needs to be a Pirate, I think, because it's 0-2 to Chourio. Oh, and 2 counts, and, well, Chourio's going to step out of the box. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate it. Look at that.
Excellent.
1.
Excellent. Excellent.
Very excellent. Thank you guys for that, as that's going to be popped up foul. And it's 0-2. Great American Ballpark. Yeah, where are the homers? I don't know. These pitchers look really good. These guys look like, well, I'd say $1 million, but I guess that's kind of an insult with today's salaries. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Singer, what is this? 4, 5, 6. 6 strikeouts for Singer today. I mean, just a great performance from these guys. You like pitching? This was, or this is, the game to listen to and watch. That'll bring up Bryce Terang, who's 1 for 2 on the day. The pitch, that's downstairs, ball one. Terang, he is the only guy today to have a hit for both teams. He is the only one that remembered how to swing a bat. The pitch, and that's in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1 back to him with the slider. Here's the 1-1 to Terang. Misses inside with the sinker, and it's 2-1. 20 in college, it feels longer. Got to root for Algeria tonight so Argentina can claim the region. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Here's the 2-1. That misses downstairs. 3-1 to Terang. And Singer did issue 2 walks in the second, but nothing since. 3-1. Singer delivers. That's going to be scooped out to center field. Dunn is running back. He's at the track. Approaching the wall. Makes the catch against the wall for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 0-0 in Cincinnati. Due up for the Reds will be Noel V. Marte, Tyler Stevenson, and Matt McClain. As again, these guys, man, they're just looking really good. And by these guys, I of course mean the pitchers, because obviously not so much offensively. Very much offensive, though, to the eyes, if you like offense. And, of course, again, these were the head-to-head stats coming in today, of course. Again, a reminder that any given day, anything can happen. But, yeah, the Brewers top 10 in these major categories. The Reds pretty much bottom 10 in everything, except for runs against and fielding. And, yes, 20th is not bottom 10. That's why it's in yellow. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure again to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I normally cover the Pirates, but, well, they're off today. And I try to cover something when the Pirates aren't on. And, of course, it led me to the Brewers and Reds. I've covered both teams a lot in the past, or at least last year, and, of course, a little bit earlier this year. We'll start getting back into the doubleheaders very, very soon. But, of course, I'll return to the Pirates and Mariners tomorrow right here on the Dr. Delay Network. How's it going, Huncho? Appreciate you, man. All is doing all right, I would say. I will say so. All NFL Wednesday games will be tough for teams. Oh, for sure. It's going to be a joke. It's going to be a joke. I absolutely hate it. Of course, again, to look at the NL standings again. The NL just really, really strong this year. And again, that explains why there's a lot of teams still in it for the wild card. Reds only 2.5 back. We are about ready for some action. Woodruff is on the mound as he kicks and delivers. That's going to be upstairs. Just missing. Contreras really thought about it, but does not challenge. 1-0 to Marte. Again, Woodruff has retired 15 batters in a row to start the game. That misses upstairs. 2-0 to Woodruff. Woodruff at 64 pitches. It's been very efficient. The Reds, well, hey, so far Marte is being very patient, trying to get something going for this offense. Here's the 2-0. That misses upstairs. 3-0. Contreras looking at the ball, seeing, like, is this the right ball for my guy? And try to watch the language there, Orville. I totally agree, but yeah, try not to do that. Here's the 3-0. That's going to be popped up foul, and it's 3-1. Growing up Braves fan. Oh, wow, the Braves are really good this year. NFL really doing a Wednesday games this year? Yes, there are a few. In fact, the first game of the season is a Wednesday game. It is an absolute joke. It's better for people like me. It really is, but definitely, as the fan, though, I hate it. 3-1 to Marte, the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and 3-0 to 3-2. Woodruff fights back. Thank you for the sub, people. Appreciate it. Got 2 of them there. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
It is very excellent. That is Mr. Burns, by the way, for those of you that are not sure what the heck that is. 3-2 to Marte. Woodruff delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That ball was upstairs, but Marte could not lay off. Woo-hoo! How many strikeouts is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 strikeouts for Woodruff. One away here in the bottom of the 6th. And Tyler Stevenson will be at the plate. He was 0 for 1 in this one. Woodruff readies, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be hit to left center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And the perfect game is in the past. Tyler Stevenson with the first hit of the game for the Reds. And a huge sigh of relief. He has got a big smile on his face. And what a performance by Woodruff. Again, very impressive by Singer as well. But man, what a great night from Woodruff so far. And the Reds have finally figured him out here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Matt McLean, who struck out in his first appearance. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike, 0-1. Let's go on, Tommy. Welcome on in. Pirates fan pulling for the Reds. Yeah, no, I got you. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. I hear you, Orville. Yeah, just pretty much, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you there, but yeah, I do consider that a thumbs down. 0-2 count. Woodruff sets and fires. That's going to be fouled back 0-2 still to McLean. I actually have it's crazy. I'm not even kidding. This happened yesterday. I was playing Call of Duty earlier. Earlier, yesterday. Later in the evening hours. Call of Duty online. You know, things got a little heated. Woodruff sets on the 0-2. Kicks and deals. That's upstairs 1-2. And, well, yeah, I may have said something to another guy I was interacting with, not in a kind way. And to me, it's not a bad word. But I've been chat banned for 3 days, so serving out a suspension. I cannot communicate with other players for 3 days on Call of Duty now. It's unfortunate. That is fouled back, still 1-2 to McLean. Again, a runner on first with 1 out. Celebrate the day Roger Goodell's replaced. Yes, exactly. We need someone, yeah, old school, but I don't know if that's going to happen, unfortunately. Here's the 1-2 to McLean. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! That is 10 strikeouts for Brandon Woodruff. Oh, my goodness. This guy is just looking really good. That is impressive. Wednesday game, yeah. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Not even messing around. Woodruff delivers. That's upstairs, ball 1. As this is Blake Dunn. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Doctor radio announcer for the Steelers. Yeah, I don't know about all that. 1-0 count. Woodruff readies, kicks, and deals. That's going to be fouled back 1-1. Naughty dog, shame. I know. Absolute. This guy was talking nonsense, though, and I dish it back, and he can't take it. So, oh well. Again, very much not a bad word. But it's a word that is frowned upon in today's world. Not so much 20 years ago. Let's just say that. 1-1 count. The pitch. Checks his swing. Does not commit. It's 2-1 and done. Stevenson takes his lead as Woodruff readies and delivers. That is popped up. Well, more like a fly out to right. And it's going to be a fly out to Frelick for out number 3. All right, we go to the top of the 7th. 0-0. 0-0 in Cincinnati. All right, 2 up for the Brewers going to be William Contreras, Jake Bowers, and Garrett Mitchell. Woodruff returning with the bang. He really is. Potty mouth. Call of Duty does make me a very upset, very angry person. Very much so. But it's only if people initiate it. Then it's whatever. Yeah, I totally hear you, Brian. It's just crazy. No, that was a thing. No, it very much is a thing. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, well, for sure. You've gotten banned for being too nice. Oh, really? Wow, that's interesting. People will report you for anything, I suppose. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. This game is just a flat-out pitcher's duel. 0-0 going into the 7th. And again, if you have enjoyed the call, make sure to leave a like, make sure to sub, and of course, feel free to chat down below. This is very much a chat-friendly channel. I try to interact with the chat as often as I can, or at least, again, every now and then. The least, of course, I can do is acknowledge you being here. I'll try my best to say hi. No problem with that at all. But yeah, again, I'm on here pretty often. And then, of course, again, tomorrow my usual Pirates will be on. But again, we'll start doing double headers. Really more so after the All-Star break. As we'll focus on, of course, my Pirates, but also teams that are battling for some playoff spots. That should be pretty fun. I get to 10,000 by the time the NFL season has arrived. 79 days away. It is close, and yet so far at the same time. All right, Singer's going to be out there for the 7th. Again, he has been very impressive as well. Woodruff has kind of stolen the show, but this guy has looked really good as well. Contreras 0 for 1 with the walk the pitch. And that misses outside, ball 1. So we're back underway in the top of the 7th. One and 0 to Contreras. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. I guess it's a strike. I don't know. But that is what the umpire went with. 1-1 to Contreras. The pitch. That's upstairs. Called a strike. Contreras not happy at all. Should be 3-0. But instead it's 1-2. And yeah, this game is indeed flying by. Pirates game tomorrow at 6:40 Eastern. As Contreras sends this to left, backing up, and makes the catch. That is J.J. Bleday with the play for out number 1. That'll bring up Jake Bowers. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Again, Tron, I'm not too sure if he's here, but he needs Bowers to go yard. We'll see if it happens. But yeah, 6:40 Eastern, 5:40 Central. Pirates and the Mariners. Here's the pitch to Bowers. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Bowers. 91 on the sinker. Singer readies and delivers. Slider downstairs. 1-1 to Bowers. France up 3-0. Yeah. Not a shock. Here's the 1-1. That misses downstairs. 2-1. They're playing like Iraq. Not exactly going to be close. 2-1. Singer delivers. Swing and a half-hearted swing there by Bowers. 2-2. Sweeper down and in. 3-0 right there. 2-2 to Bowers. The pitch. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Strikeout number 7 for Brady Singer. Here in inning number 7 again. Singer just looking really good. As that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell, who's 0 for 2 on the day. Again, a lot of people today 0 for 2, 0 for 3, or whatnot. It's just been if you like pitching, this has been the game for you. Singer, by the way, at 98 pitches. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. You have to wonder if the Reds will value pitch count over the momentum that this guy has had. Most likely they will, because that is kind of what everyone does now, is that misses downstairs 1-1. Trash talk was epic back then. Oh, yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging on out. Here's the 1-1 swing and a miss. Strike 2. 87 on the cutter. Seven new subs. Yeah, no, plus 10 on the day. That's pretty good for a non-Pirates game. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be fouled back. That's pretty much been the Pirates games as of late. Like I said, June has been a really rough month for me as far as channel growth. And really everything that goes along with the channel. But like I said, it is what it is. We'll bounce back in July. Here's the 1-2. That's a ground ball to second. Diving stop. Steer. Throws to first. Not in time. Oh, nice hustle by Mitchell. Good stop by Steer. But Mitchell with the infield single keeps the inning going. And Singer's at 103 pitches. You have to wonder what the Reds will decide to do. Very impressive by Steer. But Mitchell just runs too well. Sal Frelick is due up. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Singer's out there again. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a call strike. 0-1. Looks like Woodruff is done for the night. Really? Oh, that's a shame. I'm watching the Reds broadcast, so that is what I'm looking at. So I don't know if they show the Brewers in the bullpen or whatnot, as that's missing upstairs and outside. 1-1. 90 likes. Hey, almost at 100. That would be really good for a non-Pirate stream. Really would. 1-1 count. Singer sets and fires. And that's going to be hit out to right. Marte is coming in. Marte with the play for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Singer's getting a standing ovation. That's probably it for him. 7 scoreless for Singer. 0-0 in Cincinnati. 2 up for the Reds will be J.J. Bleday, Sal Stewart, and Nathaniel Lowe. Reds will go with momentum. Francona, I don't believe, is an analytics guy. Oh, well, that's good. Just call an AL game. Well, again, last year I called some AL games, really no growth whatsoever. That's why I'm allergic. Part of the reason, not entirely the case. I genuinely just don't have fun. I'm not kidding. I don't know why I am old school when it comes to that. I'm old school for a lot of things. NL, AL is one of those things. I don't know why, but I genuinely don't enjoy calling AL games. Like, I would not enjoy, like, let's just say it's Mariners and the Rays. I would find that so uninteresting. I genuinely don't know why. Yankees, Red Sox, that would be a little different because that's iconic. But, of course, the Red Sox are not good this year. But yeah, like, that is probably the only rivalry or actually the only game as far as 2 AL teams that I would actually care about. And, of course, one of them is just not good. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I know I would have a bad time. All right, the pitchers may be done. Both starters combined for 13 innings, 17 strikeouts, only allowed 3 hits. I mean, just a great performance from Brandon Woodruff and Brady Singer. I mean, that is good stuff. I mean, you cannot ask for a better Yeah, that was really fun to watch. I'm not much of a low-scoring guy when it comes to baseball, but that was really fun. All right, we're back, and oh my goodness, Ashby almost hits Blade. Ball one. Aaron Ashby, a 3.18 ERA guy, a lefty, 62 strikeouts in 45 innings. Really high strikeout guy, but almost hits the guy. Here's the pitch. Nemesis downstairs, 2-0, 98 on the sinker. So, yeah, the Reds will have to try to speed up their bats because Woodruff was averaging about 91, 93 on his fastball. Ashby is, well, in the upper 90s. 2-0 from Ashby. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 97 on the sinker, 2-1 to Blade. First broadcast showed Woodruff getting congratulated. I gotcha. 2-1 count to Blade. The pitch. That's upstairs. 3-1. 97 on the sinker that just failed to catch the zone. Try the White Sox, Doc. Fun team to watch. Well, if you think the White Sox are fun, then you think the Pirates are just amazing to watch. If that's the case. 3-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Pirates have allowed. No, I think they've actually allowed more runs, but they've scored way more than the White Sox. Same thing with the Athletics. Pirates are actually involved in very high-scoring games. 3-2 as Ashby readies. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, tied him up there. As Blade strikes out for his third time today. And Sal Stewart is at the plate 0 for 2 tonight. White Sox versus Cubs. I mean, again, if there's one game, one NL team, I'm very much likely to call it. Yale's Amateur League. I completely agree. And we are not better than that, by the way, Orville. We're not better. That's in the dirt. 1-0 to Stewart. Are you a doctor? I am. Not. 1-0 to Stewart. Ashby readies, kicks, and deals. That's a chopper. And that is chopped foul. Hamilton was all over it regardless. 1-1 to Stewart. Ashby is good for a few walks, this guy. Yes, yeah, I gotta respect the channel rules. 1-1 count to Stewart. Ashby readies, rocks and fires. That's in the dirt there with the changeup. 2-1, 93 on the changeup. And about a fastball at 97, 98. Changeup in the low 90s. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you for the 200 joules. I appreciate it. 2-1, Ashby readies, rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2, 93 on the changeup. Stewart does ask for time. Steps back in the box. Ashby kicks and deals. Checks his swing. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Ashby with 2 strikeouts. Gotta bring up Nathaniel Lowe's 0 for 2. I feel like I'm gonna say that for pretty much everybody. 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 0 for 2. Unless you're already 0 for 3. And now we have a talk from the pitching coach. Don't know why he's coming out, but maybe to relay some information. Possible. Yeah, looks like we're going to see a pinch hitter. It's going to be Myers. So Myers going to replace Lowe. Playing the matchups. Kicked out every NFL stream this year. That's not good. Hopefully you can complete sentences without getting too crazy. I'm sure you can. Yeah, especially if the Chiefs are losing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be downstairs. Ball 198 on the sinker. This is Dane Myers batting .262, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs, OPS of .762 on the season. The pitch, that's going to be hit foul. It's 1-1. Telling me that Taylor Swift made you do it? Yeah, she is very suspect. Let's go on, Poke. Appreciate you, man. Coming to Pittsburgh this weekend for a Reds game. All right, well, have fun. Have fun. Should be a fun series. Both teams still very much in it. Here's the 1-1. That's downstairs, 2-1 to Myers, 93 in the changeup. We don't hate on you for supporting the Chiefs. We hate on you for bringing it up for no reason. For no reason. Here's the 2-1. That's in the dirt, 3-1, 84 on the curveball. Chris did say that he was good for a couple walks. We'll see if it happens here. 3-1 to Myers. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike at the knees. 3-2. Myers was ready to go to first. But no, sir. The strike call brings him back. 3-2 to Myers. That was a good pitch, too. 99 right at the knees. Three and two, Ashby readies. Sets and fires as Myers sends this, and a leaping grab by Terang. Unbelievable. The defense and the pitching today has been just great, amazing, phenomenal. Whatever you want to call it. We go to the top of the eighth, 0-0 in Cincinnati. Again, you can see it right there, barely, but you can see it kind of. Unbelievable stuff from both of these teams. All right. Joey Ortiz, David Hamilton, and Christian Yelich will be leading things off in the top of the eighth. We don't hate you for supporting your team. We just hate your team. Yeah, and they're kind of the new Patriots, so, you know. Yeah, I don't know. You almost guarantee you'll be bounced from the Bills and Patriot games. Again, if you just cannot control yourself, then you do deserve it. It's like you know the rules. It's like you can't hate on players. Well, you know the rules. You can't touch the official. Oh, we touched the official. Oh, yeah, I wonder why he's ejected. It's going to be the same thing, Orville. It's going to be the same thing. I hold you guys higher, to a higher standard. I give you guys more leeway. It's kind of like me as a boss, like, thinking about me, running the store. Like, the better employees, I give them a lot more leeway. But at the same time, they know my expectations, and when they fail, oh, yeah, I would rip them. But again, they would also get very much a lot of leeway because I knew they would get the job done. Anyway, Royals 2, Rays 1. In the bottom of the ninth there, the Tigers leading the Yankees 5-3. In the bottom of the eighth, the Rangers lead 3-2 over the Marlins in the top of the eighth. The Blue Jays lead 2-1 over the Astros in the bottom of the fifth. Dodgers Twins 1-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Cardinals leading 3-0 over the Diamondbacks. White Sox leading 2-0 over the Indians. Nationals lead 2-0 over the Phillies. Red Sox and the Rockies 0-0. And the Cubs and the Mets is postponed. All right, we are working our way back to Cincinnati. Pitcher's duel. Can the Reds bullpen keep it going as well? Sam Moll on the mound for the Reds as that fires it in there for a called strike. I don't know why I said that. He fired it in there for a strike. Sam Moll, 3.19 ERA, record of a 1-5. Not a good record, but the ERA is pretty good. Here's the 0-1. That's downstairs, missing with the changeup, 1-1. Terang's awesome. Terang is really good. Is that a second play of the night? Yes. Terang made another nice catch as well earlier. Here's the 1-1 to Ortiz. That's going to be chopped foul. 1-2 again. Ortiz is 0 for 2 on the night. How's it going, Ashley? Welcome in. You came in to bring some runs. We'll see if you really brought them with you or you forgot them at the door. 1-2 count to Ortiz. Mole sets, rocks, and fires just outside. Apparently, Mole is already walking off the mound. Stevenson challenges. I think he probably wins. This guy's been right. Stevenson, I don't know. He's shaking his head. He doesn't seem confident. But he should be. It just catches his own. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Stevenson doesn't know how to lose a challenge. And there's one out here in the top of the 8th. Then David Hamilton is due up. In fact, it's not going to be Hamilton. It's going to be Andrew Vaughn. Mole a lefty, so you might see some changes here for the Brewers. You don't like Kelsey? I don't like Kelsey either. Mahomes? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Denny. That is completely fair. All right, Mole readies. Sets and fires. Breaking ball in there at the knees for a called strike. 81 on the sweeper, 0-1 to Vaughn. Andrew Vaughn, really good stats, batting .352, 2 homers, 20 RBIs on the season, OPS of .963. Really nice stuff to have on the bench. Here's the 0-1 to Vaughn as he takes a pitch downstairs, 1-1. Ashley saying the Reds are going to blow it. Are you a Pirates fan, just out of curiosity? Because it seems like you are. Can't believe it's 0-0. Yeah, no, really good defensive, really good pitched game. As that misses downstairs, 2-1. 2-1 to Vaughn. Games like this can only mean extra innings. We'll see. It's trending that way. Chris is saying Vaughn will hit a homer. 2-1 to Vaughn. Mole sets, kicks, and deals. That's a sweeper inside. I believe he held up. He did. 3-1. 3-1 to Vaughn. He chose a great game. Let's go 14 scoreless innings. Hey, I'm for it, honestly. The 3-1 ground ball to short. Oh, it's off McLean. Picks it up. Throws to first. Gets him anyway. He got him by a step. Unbelievable. McLean fields it, drops it like it's hot, and picks it up anyway. And fires to first to get the slow Vaughn. I guess Vaughn is not fast. I mean, he made it close, though. Regardless, 2 outs. Unbelievable. Good composure by McLean to fire it to first. This will be Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 3 in the night. Mole delivers. That's inside, called a strike. 92 on the sinker, 0-1 to Yelich. Ashley, thank you very much. Thank you for what you do. I appreciate the humor. I don't really think I'm that funny. I don't know if I've said anything funny, but I appreciate you, Ashley. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Here's the 0-1. That is in there for a called strike, 0-2. I appreciate it, Ashley. But yes, W's in the chat. I see you guys already got me there. Good stuff. 0-2 to Vaughn. Brian hopes this game goes to 20. Oh, my gosh. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Jeez, we go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 0-0 in Cincinnati. Due up will be Spencer Steer, Eugenio Suarez, and Noel V. Marte. Of course, again, we might see pinch hitters depending on the matchups. What do you think about the Bengals this year? I mean, I personally, again, this is not me fighting, okay? I'm a Steeler fan. Just understand this. I have picked the Bengals to win the division the last 3 years, okay? I'm not even kidding. Actually, I didn't last year. I had them going to the playoffs, but I didn't pick them. They have continuously let me down as far as my predictions are concerned. So, I'm very much thinking they might I might have them a little bit lower. That might mean that they actually do good. I don't know yet. I've yet to pick all the games yet. But I don't know. I'm thinking 9-8, 10-7. I don't know. We'll see. They just continuously disappoint despite the talent. Dry humor, I guess so. Good thing you have a backup stream. There you go. Well, I'm sorry. Like I said, I gotta do what's best for the channel. Gotta do what's best for the channel and for the brand. How big's the crowd? It's honestly not a packed house there, Frank. And thank you, Frank. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. We're also, again, going for the Reds. See how it goes. Lost a sub. That's cool. It happens. It always happens. It always happens. Oh, man. It looks like Norway's leading Senegal 1-0. We'll check out scores across MLB after this bottom half of the 8th. And it'll probably be a quick inning again because that's just how it's been. Again, not even 2 hours yet. And we're in the bottom half of the 8th. This is amazing. And it's still a really good game. We've seen some really nice plays. And, of course, the pitching has been nothing short of amazing. It's just been a great pitching performance by both starters, and now the Pens are starting to kind of dominate, but we'll see if it continues. As looks like it's going to be Abner Uribe on the mound as he fires a strike in there. 0-1, 98 on the Uribe, not quite as good as last year. 3.62 ERA. Opponent batting average of 206. The 0-1 from Uribe. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 as Steer finds himself in the 0-2. Bengals need an offensive line to protect Joe. Well, again, like most of my criticisms of the Bengals are because of Joe, because he wants the Bengals to pay all his buddies, give him weapons, but not what's best for the team. So there's no depth. There's no, like, after the star players, there's nothing. As that's a chopper to third. Ortiz gathers and throws to first. Steer is out. Good stuff by Ortiz. One away in the bottom of the 8th, and that'll bring up Eugenio Suarez, who's 0 for 2 on the night. And thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. What's your prediction for tonight? I don't know. I mean, no one looks like they're going to break out, but someone's got to win. So your guess is as good as mine there. Dirt, appreciate you, Dirt, for hanging out. Uribe readies, kicks and deals, swinging at, well, a half-hearted miss there by Suarez. 0-1, that was a slider in the dirt. Oh, and 1 counts. Uribe sets and deals as Suarez gets under it and sends it to center. Mitchell is working his way in and makes the catch for out number 2. All right, and that'll bring up Noel V. Marte, who's also, again, 0 for 2 on the night. In the bullpen, Tony Santillan and TJ Antone are warming up for the Reds. No, I understand, Orville. I get it. Thank you for the 6 jewels, Orville. Appreciate it. 102 likes. Thank you guys so much. Look at that. Look at that. Marte, oh wait, says that's going to be downstairs, ball 1. You think your second 10,000 subs will be... Oh, not even... Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not even going to be close. It's not even going to be close. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Football season, you'll trust me, you'll see. Like I said, football, you will see the difference in, one, quality from me, but also just the crowd. Yeah, you will see a massive difference. Like I said, last year, from April to September, to the beginning of September, 400 subs. That's all I got. And I was really happy. And then from September to February, we got 6,000. And again, I'm just going to spawn in with a bigger count, bigger crowd. So in theory, yeah, it's just going to keep on getting... Yeah, like I said, I actually believe that we're going to hit 20,000 by the Super Bowl. And I still think we can even get 25. And it's baseball, this is not the main part. This is like my side. This is the second part of the channel. 1-2 to Marte. Uribe sets. Rocks and fires. That's a slider in the dirt. 2-2. Okay, pulling for the Reds. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Trisk, thank you for the 500 joules. Both these teams seem allergic to win. Yeah, apparently. But right now, the pitching, again, is keeping them in the game. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Marte, that wasn't even close. All right, we go to the top of the ninth. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Or the Jules, no idea, to be honest with you. No idea, but they're there. All I know is they help. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do, but I know they help. All right, Rangers 4, Marlins 2, Blue Jays 2, Astros 1, Dodgers and Twins 1-1, White Sox 2, Indians nothing, Cardinals 3, Diamondbacks 0, Nationals 2, Phillies nothing, and the Red Sox Rockies 0-0. Final scores from earlier: the Tigers over the Yankees 5-3, the Royals over the Rays 2-1, and the Tigers over the Yankees 5-3. The Yankees lost, just in case you didn't hear. That is tough. Google states you're yes, I know, Trisk. Again, most of my streams have been baseball, but I am a football channel. Thank you, Chris, for the 10 joules. Appreciate it. This is 60s Don Drysdale and Jim Maloney match. I'm not familiar with those guys, but I will take your word for it, Frank. This is what you want the Pirates bullpen to be? Exactly. If Milwaukee scores here, they win. No, because the Reds would still have a shot to win, or at least tie it up. Reds need the dub. They do. They need it more than the... Thank you for the sub. We got it back. We'll take it. Excellent. Folks, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Trying to get this to 10,000 by the time that hits 0. That is NFL opening day. That is 79 days away. And that's where the channel really takes off. All right, due up for the Brewers going to be Jackson Chourio, Bryce Turang, and William Contreras. A really good part of the order for the Brewers. So we'll see what they can do. Yeah, the Yankees not cool for sure. Thank you, Sando, when you're calling Brewers Bucks. Yeah, no, the Brewers Pirates game in April, or the series, I should say, last August, really was one of the first streams on the channel to really pop off. Is that the swing and a miss, strike one. Let's see who this is. This is TJ Antone, 2.75 ERA for the Reds. Opponent batting average of 178, so he doesn't allow a lot of hits. Here's the pitch. That misses off the plate. 1-1 to Chourio. Chourio is 0 for 3 on the day. Has struck out twice. We're going to turn that around here. 1-1 Antone delivers. That's downstairs, 2-1. Who do you think will take it? Like I said, man, I don't know. It really, both teams haven't gotten anything going. So if anyone gets anything going, it's going to be that'll probably be it. Your guess is as good as mine, as that's off the plate, 3 guns. Both teams are pitching well. The defenses have played well. I mean, the Reds' defense a little bit less. They've looked more sloppy, but they've still gotten the job done. 3-1 counts. Antone kicks and deals. Chopped foul. Stays alive, 3-2. Dirt going with Milwaukee. So how many Wednesday football games are there? I don't know. I know there's like a few. I just don't recall. I'll have to look at that. 3-2 the pitch. Called strike 3. Struck him out a sweeper that has swept the zone. And there's one out. Thank you for the subs, people. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
I really do.
Excellent.
2 excellents for you guys. I have failed you. Yes, you have. I was not that interested in the baseball when you were younger. You're the horrible Pirates. Yep, that is true. You were not. This is Bryce Turang. Breaking ball just misses, ball 1. Turang is 1 for 3. One of the few guys to actually get a hit today. There have only been 2. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Turang with the single. That's been rare. So he's 2 for 4 today. That'll bring up William Contreras 0 for 2 with the walk. Again, this is the part of the lineup where the Brewers can do some damage. Rose pulling for the Reds. We'll see what happens. Appreciate your being here, Rose. Antone sets, kicks, and deals. Sweeper away. Ball 1. NFL's going to oversaturate themselves. Oh, Brian, I completely agree. They're doing it wrong. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 to Contreras. At least someone on this team wants to win, I guess so. 1-1 count as the runner takes his lead. Antone sets and fires. That's going to be sent out to right center field. On the run is Dunn. Dunn makes the catch at the warning track and throws it back in. Turang retreats to first for a loud out number 2. And that'll bring up Jake Bowers 0 for 2 with the walk. So Kay needs the Rangers to finish strong and the Reds to literally do anything. Okay, we'll see. And it looks like Francona has seen enough of Antone. So Antone allows the base runner. It looks like they're going to bring on a lefty to face Bowers. So pitching change in Cincinnati, 0-0. 2 outs, runner on first in the top of the 9th. Nice to look here at the stats again, head-to-head wise. Doesn't even look like they should even be on the same baseball field. But hey, again, that's why you play the game.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win.
It's been a treat. It really has been. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. And again, all that likes do are just tell YouTube that, hey, the small channel is actually not doing too bad. And it just pushes out the channel to more and more potential viewers. So thank you guys again for hanging out for this one. Again, I'll be back tomorrow. Of course, again, I'm a Pirates fan. Be returning for my usual Pirates games as they'll host the Mariners. And, of course, I'll see the Reds very, very soon. The Reds take on the Pirates this weekend in Pittsburgh. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I will be on for all of those games. And, of course, the Brewers, I'm sure I'll see you guys soon. Again, I do doubleheaders every now and then. We'll be sure to do that more so after the All-Star break as we'll focus on teams in the playoff picture. Who do you think's going to win? Like I said, I'm not too sure. Andre could go either way. Really could. Might be streaming this game all night. We'll see. You see more points in soccer? Yeah, no kidding. This game very may well be 1-0. It really will be, probably, barring a home run. All right, so we are working our way back here to Cincinnati again. 0-0 your score. Runner on first with 2 outs. This is Brock Burke, a lefty, 3.00 ERA, opponent batting average of .218. Burke looks over at first as he faces Bowers. And is actually going to throw it over to Turang. But Turang has the hang of it as he's at first. Big W for the Reds. They can pull it off. Yep. Burke readies, kicks, and deals. That is going to be downstairs. Ball 1, 93 on the sinker. Let's go, Liam. Welcome on in. Wanting to win. Again, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the Pirates, if they don't really have a realistic shot at the division, which is looking less and less likely, then you'd pull for the Brewers. But I don't know. You also pull for the Reds if you think the Pirates have a shot at the division. That's in there for a called strike, 1-1. But thank you, Liam, for hanging out. It's 1-1 counts to Bowers as Burke sets. Looks over at first, kicks and deals. That's inside there, 2-1, 96 on the sinker. Brewers scored 9 runs against the Braves yesterday, so the Brewers, yeah, they take a day off. That's baseball. That is baseball. 2-1. Burke kicks and fires. That is inside, 3-1. Brian Pullen for Brewers, welcome back. Appreciate you, man. 3-1. Burke kicks and fires. That's right down the middle for a called strike. And it's 3-2 to Bowers. Bowers has some power. 13 homers on the year. Again, Tron, I'm not too sure if he's here, but he needs Bowers to homer for his bets. 3-2 count. Burke sets, kicks, and deals. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Bowers will challenge, and he will most likely lose. So a backwards K for Burke. I will hold up on the woohoo just until I can confirm it. Something got in my eye. That's great. There is a long delay here. It's like the ABS. I don't know if the fix is in. There we go. Yep, there it is. He struck him out. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Reds will have a chance to walk it off. 0-0. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning, folks. Due up for the Reds will be Tyler Stevenson, Matt McClain, and then Blake Dunn. How's it going, Bengals? Welcome on in. The Ups definitely have early dinner plans, I guess so. It's been fun. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, all it is more sports on your YouTube feed. Pardon me. So, again, if you love the MLB, if you love NFL, make sure to sub. Again, think of it more as a follow on like YouTube, essentially. Again, that's just what it is, a follow. But again, the Reds entering today, only 2.5 back. A win would put them at 2 games back as the Cubs had their game suspended due to weather, of course. So the Reds trying to get back to 500 and trying to get themselves back. Again, a really impressive start by the Reds. And then, of course, they all kind of started just crashing down. But they're still not out of it yet. And, of course, again, the Brewers have just been dominating. A rare series loss this past weekend against the Braves. Of course, the Braves are just beating everybody. And the same thing with the Dodgers. But, again, the Brewers just a really solid team. Not many weaknesses. As, again, top 10 in all the major categories. I mean, that's a tough team to take on. Just catch the game. Appreciate you, man. 0-0. Who would have thought? Who would have? What network is showing Wednesday night games? The NFL? It's going to just be kind of random. I know NBC got the first one. Trevor McGill's going to be on for the Brewers. 4.00 ERA. 37 strikeouts in 27 innings. Brian pulling for the Reds. Orville saying, let's play 15. I don't know about all that. I mean, again, I'm fine with it, honestly. I'm fine with 15 innings. It's been a while since I've had to cover something that long, so let's get it. Let's do it. Stevenson 1 for 2. He's got the only hit for the Reds tonight. He'll look to start it off right in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the pitch. McGill misses downstairs, ball one. Contreras going to challenge, and I think he's going to lose. This is going to be a close call, though. Wouldn't surprise me if he got it right. Again, Contreras really good at it as well. He's got a really good eye. Misses barely, and the Brewers are out of challenges for the remainder of the inning. I mean, that is unbelievable. I mean, that is as close as you can get without it being a strike. 1-0 to Stevenson. Here's the pitch, and that's in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Tyler Stevenson. Brian wants 20 innings. 1-1 to Stevenson, the pitch. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, 2-1. 89 on the knuckle curve. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. Inching closer and closer to 10,000, inching closer and closer to 9,500. That is the next milestone. 2-1, McGill readies. Kicks and deals. That's going to be popped up foul. Brian, try to watch the spamming there. I appreciate your excitement, but spamming is not cool. That's why there's a delay on the chat, is for, well, stuff like that. 2-2 counts to Stevenson. Frank pulling for the Rojos. McGill wants a new baseball. Two and two. McGill rocks and fires. Stevenson sends this to left, but it's right at Chorio, who makes the catch. Round number one. It was hit well, but not far enough. Out number one. And that'll bring up Matt McClain, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Ashley saying 21 innings and a rain delay. That is amazing. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, I don't know if I want that. That might be a little bit too much. Here's the pitch. That's downstairs. Called a strike. Pretty much the exact same location as where Contreras lost his challenge. It's 0-1 to McClain. McGill readies, rocks and fires upstairs, checks his swing. Did not go, and it's 1-1. Walk needs a Sal Stewart at bat. One count. McGill delivers. That's going to be popped up. Is this in play? It is not. That is a souvenir. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Awesome. Very excellent indeed. 1-2 to McClain. What websites? I'm watching it on TV. Liam wants 18. You guys just hate me, apparently. Thank you, guys. 1-2 to McClain. McGill sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. McClain with 3 strikeouts. Not a good day for, well, again, just really, the entire Reds offense. Really, both offenses. Again, very offensive indeed. That does flip the lineup over for Blake Dunn. Again, 0 for 3 on the day. He looked to get his first hits here in the bottom of the 9th. McGill rocks and fires, showing bunt, pulls back. It's called a strike, and Dunn is going to challenge. He hated that call, and that was just not a good call. I think he's going to win this. And, yep, that's outside. It's going to be ball 1. He retains his challenge. Thanks for World Cup coverage today and for being an awesome broadcaster. That is not true. Creating this great community, well, I appreciate it. That's all you guys. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Brian, thank you for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. W's in the chat for Brian, as that's downstairs 2-0 to Dunn. Thank you very much, Brian. Brewers win seems more likely. Yeah, they are the better team, but, you never know. It's trending towards extras, and anything could happen there. The 2-0, and that's going to be hit to right on the run, and a nice catch by Frelick. Didn't really know how to explain that. It's nice leading catch. That's really what it was. We're going to extras, folks. Top of the 10th we go. 0-0 in Cincinnati. That is not what I wanted to press. Due up for the Brewers will be Garrett Mitchell, Sal Frelick, and Joey Ortiz. Jake Bauers should be the ghost runner, barring a pinch runner for Bauers. And thank you for the 116. Appreciate it, Bryce. Thank you very much. Let's go. Reds win in overtime. We'll see, Huncho. We'll see. And thank you, Matchyman. Yes, family-friendly channel. It is. Some people will hate that. I'll be like, okay, well, you hate family, I suppose. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying the broadcast. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. We'll check out some scores real quick. Rangers 4, Marlins 3. The Marlins have a chance to come back there. Astros, Blue Jays 2-2, Dodgers 2, Twins 1, Cardinals 3, Diamondbacks 1, White Sox 2, Indians nothing, Nationals 2, Phillies nothing, Red Sox 0, Rockies 0 as well. Final scores again: Tigers 5, Yankees 3, Royals 2, Rays 1. Your 20-inning hope is a lie. Yeah, I would say it's a lie for sure. Ellie with the team. He is in the dugout. He is apparently hurt. All right, Tony Santillan's going to be on the mound. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Appreciate it very much. Santillan, not a bad pitcher at all. We'll give you the stats whenever I get a chance. But he will face Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell is 1 for 3 on the night. Bauers is the ghost runner, so no pinch runner for him. Santillan, no stats provided. So, again, all I know is he's pretty good. He looks back at second. Here's the pitch. That misses upstairs. Ball 1 as a runaway in the top of the 10th. Mitchell again, an infield hit in his last appearance. 1-0 to Mitchell, the pitch. That misses off the plate with the fastball. 94 on the fastball, 2-0. And he could really use a day walk-off. Yankees on a 3-game losing streak. Dang. 2-0 counts. Santillan sets, kicks, and deals. So that's going to be fouled back 2-1. Bear Ross pulling for the Reds. Appreciate you, man. The Brewers can't waste Big Woo's great star. We'll appreciate you, Poop. The names on here, man. They're some interesting ones. 2-1. Santillan sets. Looks back at second. Kicks and fires. Fastball in there for a called strike. Mitchell asking about the call. Would have lost had he challenged. Let's go, Christian. Welcome on in. Saying Brewers will win. Did you leave a voicemail? I don't even know what I'm talking about there or what you're talking about. So that's going to be off the plate, 3-2. Oh, the Orville thing. I got you. Pirates off today. Yes, they are. Looks like Joel Kuhnel is warming up for the Brewers. The 3-2, that's going to be fouled back. We'll keep pulling for the Reds. Three and 2 is Santillan readies. Rocks and fires. That'll be sent once again to the seats. Foul ball. Enjoying Humberto Cosell on the call. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, Howard Cosell has been brought up plenty of times. That is quite the honor. Definitely before my time, but know about him for sure. 3-2. Santillan looks back, rocks and fires inside. Ball 4. It's not the worst thing that could happen, but the Brewers do have 2 runners on with nobody out. That'll bring up Sal Frelick, barring a pinch hitter. He is 0 for 3 on the night. And looks Looks like the Reds infield's going to have a team meeting. They are just seeing if they're on the same page for Frelick. Frelick has not grounded out at all flyouts tonight. Your thoughts on Milwaukee winning? They can. They have an advantage right now. It could happen. Thank you for the sub, people. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Very excellent indeed. Santion Reddies looks back at second. The pitch showing bunt. It is down. Santion hustles. Throws to first. Gets Frelick by a step. That was a good bunt. Moves both runners into scoring position. As again, there's just one out. That's interesting. Again, they had a team meeting about it. I don't know if they discussed the bunt. And Suarez was in, but yeah, I don't know. Just not fast enough. He went back to third. All right, this is Joey Ortiz. He's 0 for 3. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one, 95. Blew it right past him. 0-1 to Ortiz. Final score will be 10-8. That would be insane. That would be absolutely crazy. 0-1 to Ortiz. Santion kicks and fires. That's going to be flown to right. Marte is under it, and that's going to be caught for out number 2. The runner tags up. The Brewers lead 1-0. So a sacrifice fly by Joey Ortiz. And not known for his bats. Known for his glove, but does his job there. As the Brewers score the first run of the game, and it comes here in extras. This is going to be Cooper Pratt taking over for Vaughn. Runner on third, 2 outs, and Stevenson's going to come out and talk to Santion. Reds fans are booing. Don't seem to like it. Brewers best reliever. I would not know. I'm not too sure on the Brewers too much. Haven't covered them as much as I did last year. So, but I'm sure again later down the road I'll know the Brewers pretty well. Cooper Pratt has hit in 5 of 6 games since his MLB debut, so you gotta like the numbers. They're on his side. Batting .368 on the year. Last pro game you attended, pro game, not including minor leagues. I guess it would be a little bit further back. I'd have to think about it for a sec. Santion kicks and fires in the dirt. Oh, and it gets past him. Runner going to the plate. The runner scores. It's 2-0. A wild pitch. Scores Mitchell. And the Brewers double their lead on that pitch. 2-0. Things have gone from bad to worse for the Reds. The Reds fans are booing. That is just an unfortunate. It just takes a bad hop. 1-0 to Pratt. Santion rocks and fires. That's going to be sent out to right. Marte is under it and makes the play for out number 3. But the damage may have been done as the Brewers put up 2 runs in the top of the 10th. And the Reds will have to score 2 to keep it. Thank you again for the sub.
Excellent.
As they lead 2-0 over Cincinnati. Due up for the Reds will be J.J. Bleday, Sal Stewart, and Nathaniel Lowe, pardon me, as they'll be tasked with trying to get some run scoring for the Reds. Look at that. That is tough. Let's go. A lot of Brewers fans. Reds being the Reds. That is tough. That's baseball sometimes. Yep, that is indeed the case. So my last would actually be, I think, 2023 Pirates Astros. I want to say. All right. Let me check out some scores real quick. Might be the last time the Reds cannot capitalize. Astros and Blue Jays tied at 2 apiece. Dodgers 2, Twins 1, Cardinals 3, Diamondbacks 2, White Sox 3, Indians nothing, Nationals 2, Phillies nothing. The Red Sox and the Rockies 0-0. Final scores from earlier: the Tigers over the Yankees 5-3, Royals over the Rays 2-1, and the Rangers over the Marlins 4-3. All right. You're about ready for the bottom of the 10th. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, if you like it, make sure to like, make sure to sub. If everyone were to sub right now, we would hit 9,500. There's over 250 people in the chat, so 7 people that haven't subbed, make sure to sub. Well, really, again, everyone here that hasn't, make sure to sub. Again, it is free. All right, Joel Kuhnel is going to be on the mound for the Brewers. He's a right-handed reliever, 4.50 ERA. Opponent batting average of 282. So the Reds, again, they've struggled to get on base. They can get some hits off this guy with a batting average like that. So we'll see what happens here in the bottom of the 10th. J.J. Bleday 0 for 3 on the night. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1, as run away in the bottom of the 10th. Again, ghost runner at second, so already a guy in scoring position. 0-1. Kuhnel kicks and deals. Sinker away. 97 on said sinker. 1-1 to Bleday. One and one counts. Kuhnel looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That's a cutter downstairs. 2-1. Contreras wanted the call. That would have been a strike had he challenged. Brewers again getting a challenge in extras. Kuhnel sets, looks back, kicks, and deals. That's a ground ball to second. It's going to move the runner, but it comes at the cost of an out as Bleday is retired. Sal Stewart at the plate, 0 for 3. Contreras going to chat with Kuhnel. Can't imagine Contreras is trying to keep things positive with Kuhnel. Sorry there, Denny. Ashley saying, sorry, Reds fans. That is tough. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
94-94. Here's the pitch to Stewart. And that's a cutter in there for a called strike. 0-1. 91 right down the middle. Stewart was not looking for that. 0-1 to Stewart as Kuhnel will ready. Rocks and fires. That's a sinker in the dirt. 1-1. Kuhnel kicks and deals. That's a chopper to third. It's going to score the run. Ortiz throws to first, and he is out. So the Reds do get a run, but they're down to their final outs. We'll see who they have. Looks like it's going to be Dane Myers. He will stay out there. Myers lined out earlier. Again, that was the impressive play by Terang. Somehow, some way, keeping that. I mean, just making an incredible catch. So 2-1 is your score. Reds again down to their final out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off there with the cutter. 0-1. I was telling him not to hit this guy or he'll be ejected. Yeah, I guess so. Need the Brewers to win. Well, they might. Very likely. We'll see. 0-1 to Myers. That's going to be hit. It's off the glove of Kuhnel. Myers is hustling. Kuhnel picks it up, throws to first. Oh, and he throws it away. And Myers is able to beat it out. So Myers staying alive. Myers smokes this up the middle. Kunal gets a glove on it. If Kunal lets this go, Terang makes an easy play. But no, sir, that's not what fate had in mind. So the Reds staying alive for the moment as Spencer Steer is up. He's 0 for 3 today. And the Brewers pitching coach is going to have a chat with Kunal. And you have to imagine jobs are being threatened right now as we speak. Does that count as an earned run since it was no, it does not count as an earned run. Just like just a regular run. Though it says right now it does, but that is not the case. Ghost runners don't count. It says right now on MLB.com it is, but no, that's usually not the case. Brewers, what are we doing? I don't know. No idea. Hey, I mean, that's just unlucky. Honestly, it's such an unlucky play. I mean, Kunal, you can't fault the guy for trying to make a play. Like, often you want the pitcher to reach out and make a play, and he tried. But yeah, again, he lets it go. Yeah, it's right to Terang, and Terang throws it to first. All right, Steers at the plate again, 0 for 3. Runner on first, 2 outs. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Sliding by Ortiz. Throws to first. And what a stretch at first by Bowers for out number 3. This game is over. Ortiz almost threw it away. But a great play at first by Bowers. Seals the deal. And the Brewers win a fun one, 2-1. Again, it might sound like I'm crazy, but honestly, a genuinely fun game. Really a pleasure to call. As I really didn't think I'd have fun with a 5-hit ball game, but really, I'm not kidding. Really a fun game. Really good pitching. Saw some great defensive plays. And of course, that made the hits even more exciting. So that was really fun. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. Really do. But, yeah, that's going to be your final score. 2-1 Brewers over the Reds. Make sure before you go to leave a like. Hit that like button. Tells YouTube again that I did an all right job. And, of course, pushes out future streams now for, again, more potential viewers. And now I just lost a sub, so thank you for that. But it is what it is. Anyway, we'll be catching you guys later. I'll be back tomorrow for the Pirates and the Mariners. Hopefully I see you guys there. Again, if you're just a baseball fan, I will be back. And, of course, again, Reds fans, I'll see you pretty soon. Reds and Pirates this weekend. Pirates Brewers, I see you guys right before the All-Star break. And, of course, again, I could always do a doubleheader that might feature some of these teams. But, again, congratulations to the Brewers fans. You guys move on to 40, I believe 47 and 29 now. The Reds fall to 37 and 39. That is, again, still very much in it. The Reds will be 3 games back. And, of course, the Brewers now 5.5 above the Cardinals. The Cardinals, I'm not too sure what's happening there. But, yep, it is what it is. Poop, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it, man. Again, thank you all for hanging out. That was fun. And hopefully I earned your subscription again. It is a follow. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to get off. I will catch you guys tomorrow for Game 1 of the series between the Mariners and the Pirates. I will catch you guys in the next one right here on the Dr. Delay Sports Network. Y'all have a great night.
Thanks for spending your night with Dr. Delay. Nine innings underneath the lights. Some dreams won, some fell tonight. Fastballs faded into the dark. Echo still alive out in the park. Scoreboard glowing through the haze. Summer moments slowly fade. Every pitch and every play, another memory to replay. And the crowd rolls out into the night while the stadium still shines bright. One last call at the ballpark tonight. Highlights playing under fading lights. Every city, every team still chasing one more summer dream. From the Thanks for watching with Dr. Delay. With Dr. Delay. From Boston nights to Wrigley skies, Dodger blue and Anaheim lights, Steel City hopes and Texas heat, every road and every seat, Seattle rain and desert glow, the Bronx, Atlanta down below, 30 teams and countless days, all connected through this game. And tomorrow brings another fight, another game beneath the lights. One last call at the ballpark tonight, highlights playing under fading lights. Every city, every team still chasing one more summer dream, from the first pitch to the final say. Thanks for watching with Dr. Delay. With Dr. Delay. Lightning all along the shore, Pittsburgh always wanting more. Win or lose, the fans remain waiting for the next game. PNC lights against the sky, river reflections drifting by. Summer baseball fades away. See you next time on Dr. Delay. Dr. Delay. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next game.
This is the greatest thrill of my life.